Welcome everybody to my page, Schwinn Addiction. Today I'm going to show you some 50s frames on how they were made. You can tell how they're different and made from 50s to 80s, the changes that they made. And right here I'm going to start with my 46 Whizzer. And as you can see, what I'm going to start with is what I mentioned earlier in one of my videos is this bar, it drops below this bar. So the older frames, they're down here. So if you see a frame for sale and you see right here that this bar is lower, and you know it's a 40s or 50s frame, maybe even older than that. But all the 40s and 50s frames, the bar drops right here. And right here I have a 1951 Phantom frame that I'm building. It's a custom. I need to redo all this tape because it's been like that for about 4 years. I never got to it because I have something special planned for it. Just never got around to doing it. So I'm gonna redo all that tape. I'm gonna take it off. But this frame was powder coated candy apple red, and as you can see, these bars, they drop below this bar. And you can tell it's a 51 Phantom. 51 frame by this tab. This is in the 40s and 50s. They made the chain guard tab look like that. It was just sticking out of the crankcase. And the numbers are on the bottom. I'm gonna say when dating bikes, from pre-war all the way up to post-war 51, they're right here. So this one, and then this is cool because you can see it. If you can see it, there's another stamp right here that says LA County, LACO. This bike was registered in LA County. It's an LA bike. And there's the H3. H3 is the date, the serial number for 51 Phantom. And it has a little hole right here. I'm guessing it might have been like for a ground or something. I'm not sure what that was, but that's all about. Maybe it had a motor on it. Maybe there was they had a Whizzer engine on it for some reason, or not really sure. But this is a 51. And you can tell this one has, you can see inside, see a little notch right there inside. That is for the older springers. Some of them had locking, cycle lock. You could tell, you could put a cycle lock on any bike, but these ones were made for cycle lock. You can see that little notch right there, and that there's like a little cup. The cup is different. It has like a space that goes around that notch when you shove the cup in, so that way it doesn't twist and turn. That keeps the cup from twisting and turning, because the cycle lock is meant to keep, when you lock it, it keeps the forks at a certain angle where it doesn't ride straight. And there you can see it has a little notch, and you can see the weld. You can see the weld down the middle, like I was talking about in my other video. See the weld right down the middle, and then you can see the weld down the middle. They kind of grounded out for the cup, but you can see down in. And then this one, you can see it has a large badge. This is a large badge. This is a wide. Usually the smaller badges will be about like right here. But this is wide for a large badge. You know, this might even be for let me see. Yeah, that should be a large badge right there. And then that's a 51 frame, so 51s, and then the bar drops You can tell right here the bar drops below this. See, the bar is way down below here. This is a 52 frame. This is another 50, or this is a 53 frame, and I think this is a 52 or 53 frame. And then you look on my 1980 Cruiser, you see how it's pretty much even, right in the middle. So that's one way I could tell how old the frame is. It's a little bit older, and you see the difference. How it's like right almost below it. So the bottom of this bar would probably be about right here, and this is right in the middle of this bar. So you can see the bar on the bottom and the top. So it runs right in the middle. And that's just a little something I just wanted, a little something to look for when you're looking for frames, or you come across a frame, you don't know what year it is. It gives you an idea that this is a lot older. See, it's kind of brazed welding. See, even the weld right here and how smooth it is. Look at that. And then you look at the Cruiser, and it's just a bar and then a bar, and then you can see where the weld is at. So that's this is a newer, later 1980. And then this is a 52, and this is almost like the same thing. It's real smooth. All the braze, they use braze. And this is smooth too right here, where it connects. See how smooth this is where it connects. Funny story, I had this green one on this brown bike. I bought this. This is a 24-inch. This is hard to find in this design, the Phantom style. And I found this one for this bike with the tank. And so I thought this was a 63 because it was an H3 code, but it turns out it's a 53. So I was gonna turn this into a 65, 63 period current, like a large Stingray. I was gonna find the wingtip and do like a large Stingray type bike build. This is a 24-inch, and it turns out that my bike is not a 63; it's a 53. So it's the same year as this one, same. So I think I'm gonna go with this kind of build, with this design, and I'm gonna redo all this, repaint it. I'm gonna redo everything. Probably bondo it in and do this design tank. It's just a custom 53 custom that I'm doing, and so I had this one on this bike for the longest time, and like a long time ago I bought this for a Phantom that I was building for. Actually, this Phantom I was looking for original one. I found this for like 20 bucks. You know, I was gonna sand it down and chrome it and paint it. And turns out, I go, you know what? I bought a chrome one for this bike. And so this one that I bought for this bike, I didn't need it after all. So I was gonna have this extra. So I was gonna fabricate it. I thought it was a 26-inch. I was gonna fabricate it to make it smaller so I could fit. Turns out it's a 24-inch. So I was like, hey, and it's the same color, or like rusted, and it's a rat rodish type of bare metal, and pretty much it matches the bike a lot better than this green one. I was thinking of just getting the rust primer and primer in it, but maybe I'll just sand this one down and chrome it. But it worked out good. I always have parts that I forget I have, and then, or I forget what they are, and then I go back and look at them and it's like something I need. Or sometimes I even sell stuff and then it's like I need it later, and I was like, dang, I have to go buy another one. But yeah, this worked out good. So I was looking online on eBay, and these were going like for 150, 200 bucks, and I was like, I ain't trying to spend that much on these. I let one go. Let one slip for 35 bucks. It sold for 35 on eBay, and I forgot all about it. And then I was like, all mad, but this made up for it. Glad I found this one for my skip tooth. Sweetheart, that's called a sweetheart because it has a heart right here. The heart pattern. Kind of looks like a star if you don't realize it, and then you go look and oh yeah, it has a heart. And then this one is gonna be more of a newer. I got the chicken wing, drumstick, the chicken leg from a Pixie. I like these. These are one of my favorite. These are almost my favorite. I had some other ones, the newer ones, like from the '84, and they're just like regular. This came out like the kind of like the aftermarket cranks that you see on Loretta bikes. I don't like those. I like these. These ones look a lot nicer. Yeah, there it is, and this one has a horn. That's an aftermarket horn, but it's still something. Maybe I can find the original one later. Let's just throw some batteries in it and it works. There's a metal. Got the AS Arnold Schwinn bolt. The Arnold Schwinn pedals. And there's the old Bendix with the S2s. I'm gonna try to find some 36 spokes, and I'm gonna throw a front drum on this one. Get a drum brake and throw it on the front. These are actually. So I was talking about the cycle lock. This is for a cycle lock right here. The lock goes in here. These are the old style springers I was talking about, the cycle lock on the Phantom. And this cup right here has it goes in longer, and it has like a little notch like that, and then it goes around, and that little notch goes around that little piece, and it holds it. And it holds it in place so you can't twist and turn the handlebars. It locks it in place, so it's locked at an angle. Let's say it's locked at an angle like this, and you can't ride it because you'd be riding in circles and riding to the side. And so a lot of these will try to break it free, and so they can ride it, and they're running down the street with the bike instead of not able to ride it. These are Schwinn. I recurved them to fit a 20 inch. These are 26 inch, and I bent them down, got a little better curve, the Schwinn curve. There's a large badge that's talking about. It's got the large badge. It's brass. You can see the brass coming through. Usually these will shine up nice, but I don't want to mess with it. It has a little bit of chrome lettering, so I don't want to mess with it too much. Just leave it radish. That's a double knurled S2s. That's the Schwinn yoke. Probably clean that up a little bit. There's actually 26 inch too. These are 26 inch forks. These are original Schwinn red Phantom. You can tell they used to be red. They're painted. No, I had them for sale for a while. No one wanted them because they're not chrome, but they're still Schwinn, still vintage Schwinn. You can tell by see the curve right here. These are. They had them on the 59 Phantoms, 58, 59 Phantoms last year's for the Phantoms. They use these. The same thing right here. I think this is a crate. This is a yoke, a steering yoke from the crate. It's all Schwinn. I need to find a bumper. It's all nice egg-shaped spring. Those are Schwinn springs. I like it. Let's see. You can see there's in between here. There's a nut, and I was saying on my other video, that the older springers, they have a nut right here that goes in, and there's another nut behind it. You can see on the inside there's a nut right there, and it keeps it locked, so this springer stays locked to this and doesn't bounce around. And then you have the bolt has like a little nut on the inside, so it kind of keeps you have to adjust it to where it locks the springer from moving around. And then when you bolt it tight, it locks it, and then the springer doesn't move at all. So when you're bouncing around it, there's no movement. See, like this is just moving around. There's no bolt. See how that moves? This one is just locked in place. But that's the old style. You can see the nut right there, right behind the bumper. And then the hole is probably a lot bigger, so you got a big hole like that. See if I might have a spare one. See if I can show you. A lot of spare parts. I know I had a spare springer. I don't know what I've done with it. I don't think I used it. This is all I got from the Cadillac in my grandpa's backyard. It was a 1966 Cadillac. I took the emblem. Oh, here you go. Here, look. So here's a spare. Let's see. We're gonna take this off. I like to keep it around because this is more nostalgic and not really worth anything, but just it's nice to have, and just because you don't really come across these. See how the spring is just attached to it. You got this nut I'm talking about, and it goes down deep inside. See how deep it goes, and then you have a nut inside the spring. And you know, I never really. You might be able to get like a real thin tool in there. But I was never really able to get these apart. I never really messed with them. I just left them as is. And then here's the screw that I was telling you about. You got to adjust that to where it goes all the way back, and it grabs the spring on this side, and then you have another bolt on the back. And this is original, real heavy duty. And this is original. These are pre-war to post-war. 30s, 40s, and 50s. You'll find, because it's these type of springers. These old style springers, they don't go through the fork; they go behind the fork. These are the newer ones. These came out in the 60s. They go through the fork arm. So I think 55 maybe. I think 55 they came out with these, and they're painted. So if you see, you'll see black ones and red ones, all painted, no chrome. And then like not till the later 60s, maybe I think around early 60s they started coming out with the chrome ones. You see the chrome beach cruisers. You see a lot of these on 64s. The chrome ones on 64s. Or 63s. And that's where I got a couple of mine from. And then that's new and old. Well, there you go. Hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, write it down in the comments, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for coming to my page. and I'll be sure to bring you more Schwinn content. Let me know what kind of things you're looking for, what kind of things you're interested in, or what do you like to see, and I'll get back to you. Maybe we'll do a little video on it. But until then, Schwinn Addiction out.